Let's discuss cover versus concealment. We all know the actual definition of cover and concealment. Concealment being something that basically conceals you but cannot stop incoming fire. In other words, they cannot see you, but they can still shoot you. Whereas cover means they cannot see you and they supposedly cannot shoot you. Right. Now, when it comes to vehicle combat, concealment falls away for as long as I am with my car. The moment I move away from my vehicle to another cover, to new cover, then concealment comes into play again. What do I mean by that? Okay. If the bad guys have just attacked this red Hyundai i20, they've just stopped, they jumped out, and they are now jumping and shooting at this thing. And I do this. Now, even though you cannot see me, I am concealed except for my feet. Okay? So technically, this then is concealment. But please tell me, do you really think that the bad guys are so stupid to not know that I am behind this red Hyundai i20? The bad guys have just attacked this car. They know where I am. They know I'm going to either be here, I'm going to 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 be anywhere around this vehicle. None of this is even concealment anymore. Okay? Why? They attacked me in this thing. They know I'm there. How stupid do you really think bad guys are? It blows my mind. The whole argument blows my mind. You cannot argue that this now is concealment. Nothing of this is concealment. The moment I'm surrounded by other vehicles or other obstacles or other cover or whatever, the moment I move from here to a different cover, that now can become concealment. But this can never be concealment the moment they've attacked me in this thing. This red car stands out like a red dot in the middle of everything, and nowhere around this thing can I hide in the hopes that what you cannot see, you cannot shoot. Okay, that's bullshit. What you cannot see, you cannot shoot. Do they really need to see something? I've got 3 guys with AK-47s emptying their mags on this car, making it look like Swiss cheese. So this will not act as concealment at all during a fight. It won't, even though you might think so. So the best you can hope for is to decide what is cover. So the only thing that's cover in this, the best you have, is the engine. Okay, the engine block is the best cover you have. Hoping for the best means no ricochets at the bottom coming through, hitting me in the legs. Okay, means no shots through the car at this height. So I see people on courses doing this. Toop, toop. Toop, toop. Nothing here. Nothing from here to here is covered. I have just exposed my whole upper body to bad guys. My whole upper body has been exposed, thinking, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what. This is not cover. So if I'm at the back of the car, I need to go low. I need to stay low, down. I need to make sure that my body is behind the engine block, not this, the engine block. Forget me crouching cover now, forget that. I need to get down behind the engine block. That is my best chance. And if I'm not down behind the engine block, what's going to happen? I'm going to die. So the way that we teach it, and the way that it has to make sense, and you can argue about this, but if you think about this logically, the way it makes sense is because it's a soft-skinned vehicle, the only thing that will stop incoming fire will be the engine block. And if the engine block is the only thing that stops incoming fire, maybe the wheel wells. Have you seen this body hiding behind this wheel? That's not going to happen. There's no way on God's green earth that I can get myself so small as to hide behind this wheel. Something will stick out. If I lie flat on my stomach, my legs will stick out. If I lie flat on my back, my legs will be hit. My top will stick out. It's just not feasible. So that's not a good place to be. That's not a good place to be. Although it can stop ammo or bullets, stop incoming, I don't want to spend time here. My best bet would then be here. So fighting to the side, my best bet. Fighting to the back, my best bet. Fighting to the front, my best bet. But low as I can, as low as I can. And that's why it's important to keep your profile in the civilian environment. That's cover and concealment. But we preach, get the fuck out of the car as soon as possible. That means the moment I can get out of the vehicle, I get out of the vehicle. Then I find my first cover, which will be the vehicle, so that I can start firing back. I can return fire. What is the next step? Find better cover, because this is not good cover. Not in the case where I have 3 or 4 or 5 attackers coming in on me, even only with handguns. That's a massive lot of incoming fire that I will be taking in a soft-skinned vehicle with no bulletproof on. If you do a civilian course as a civilian and you train this environment with your AR and bulletproofs, and you think that that is a realistic way of training, then think again. I don't know about other countries so much, but I know in South Africa that we are not allowed to drive around with our AKs or our ARs unslung or unbagged in the front seat of the car or slung across my body with my bulletproof on. Nobody drives around like that. Okay? Even if the law allows it, nobody drives around like that. Maybe some farmers have got their guns behind them in a rack. Maybe some farmers have got their guns in the wheel well next to them. But hopefully, in the case where you can keep your mind together, you will grab that AR and run out with it. But chances are that you will not be driving with your bulletproof as a civilian. Totally different story if you're law enforcement, security, police, military, any of those. Totally different story. But civilians not. So please, concealment falls away when it's your own vehicle, because they've just attacked this vehicle. They know there's no concealment. All they need to do is keep shooting at it. All right, they don't even have to aim. They can just go pop, 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 turn the gun and pop, pop, pop. So there's no concealment here whatsoever. There's only cover. Hope that makes sense. Think the following. Find cover, first cover, find better cover, and then find even better cover. Those are the 3 things you need to remember.